Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the Chaos. Let's go!
Oh wait, I think we have rested, so now we're going out. Time to go, let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Dashwood. Oh, I see Nahida! This is intense. I've not felt this way in a long time. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes, one cannot know what freedom truly means without first losing it. The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland. Though desert sands exist there too, no mirage, no beauty, no matter how glorious, can compare to the true beauty. Ledger Archon, what is on your mind? I was wondering whose counsel I should seek on the question in my heart. What kind of questions? So many, more than can be put into words. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. What are the many disasters that the world faces, but the sum of all irresolvable? What are the many disasters this world faces, but the sum of all irresolvable questions? The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory. Yes, although I would express it differently. I must not fail, and so the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will be an arduous one. What we declare to be a young sapling, we may in fact find to be a towering tree if we would only cast aside our ignorance and look beyond the veil of time to see her true form. Nahida, we're here! Just in time, my preparations are almost complete. Ready when you are. We're here too. Mr. Cole, you run so fast! Phew, I thought I got a lot of exercise as a forest ranger, but I can barely keep up with you. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Let's look, Kuznali, the equipment is ready and the modifications to Aru are all complete. As discussed during our meeting. Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just they're a little more extreme and more technologically demanding to implement. Maybe you should take it from here. The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There's reasonable evidence to suggest that one was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha. At approximately equal to Irminsul, it will become the largest active computing device in all of Teyvat. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission. I suspect it could also serve as a central bridging hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation. Correct, in academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Certified Life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, as she was once under my care for a period of time. Right, and this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to. That's right, providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think I understand where you're going. Please continue. In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach. Every person, even the desert folk? Yes, everyone. I've already calculated the amount of raw materials we need. So you mean we're going to get new Akasha terminals? Yes, but this time the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul, that's the key. When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this included the Akasha system's main terminal. We checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain, nothing like this has ever been done on this scale before, so... Everyone at Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people controls the situation. Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars who don't constitute a particularly large group of people. But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will stack up to create a significant load to the system. Under normal circumstances, Irminsul will be able to cope with the additional load, but with it already being under strain from other activities, its remaining capacity is limited. Thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it. Oh, they're gonna do, what's it called? The DOS attack? Don't know, like they're gonna go and try and overwhelm the thing. Ooh.
Counting down. 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? Ready. got knowledge, they turn to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These vows that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Stop.
Please stop. End this transformation.
You would shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Eel. Dottore. You missed so much when you filled a job application. Well, good luck with your job application. I don't know how to describe what happened. We did a lot of resource gathering, as in, so we were modifying the Akasha system to access the tree of wisdom, and we were doing a lot of prep for that, and we were chatting to people, and like some people were doing the modifying. I played some chess. Well, you saw the chess actually, and then we were going around and gathering materials, but you also saw that part because, yeah, I don't actually know what we were doing. I forget. We talked to Mavika. Mavika gave us a pyronosis, and then we were just doing like final prep. And then everybody we gave a terminal to, and they all connected to the terminal to try and like overload the system. And that was the cutscene. And Dottore is there. Success, the evil Irminsul tree has stopped growing. Great! It looks like we have in fact overloaded it. I don't have a good explanation. I'm hoping the cutscene was somewhat descriptive enough. What a display of true courage, the courage to think and the courage to act. I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminsul with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action. Yay, somewhat nice. I mean, that was the plan, basically. So Dottore is trying to grow Irminsul in his own image or something. And we were like, uh-oh, this is bad. And so we were like, you know what? If we all go in and tell it to stop, maybe it will stop. And that's kind of what the cutscene was. Everyone going in and going, stop. And then the tree stopped. But Dottore then appeared and was like, oh, you gotta stop me? So now we gotta stop him. But before that, it was all battle prep. Farazan was nervously making juice. She made so much juice. She did something to do with her hands. She made a lot of juice. Hyde and Kave had this whole conversation about, like, I don't know, being brave for tomorrow and last time, and, well, what can you do? If you can't change it, you can't change it. And, like, Nefer and Nicole discussed what it means to be human. And time. And Candace and Dea and Dory, I think, decided to pray. And Hypatia, who was Scaramouche's first, like, devotee, they came in, like, they had a little chat. And yeah, these guys were here. And they were like, Nahida, what we thought was a sapling may actually be a big tree in disguise. AKA, Nahida, you're quite wise, actually. I think that's what he was talking about. Yeah, and the stuff. Or a display of true courage, the courage to think, courage to act. I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminsul with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action. I already read that. Indeed, only humans can do such a thing. Gods are few and far between. What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose. A rather ingenious plan. I'm grateful to you three for all your help. Only thanks to you will be able to extend Aru's interference capabilities to cover all terminals. And nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. No matter how many eyes Dottore possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly. Now for the next step. Oh, that's what they were doing. I need the help of your supreme powers once again. How might we be of service, Lord of Dendro? I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately. Right now? In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off our old tricks? Nefa, I assume you have that chess set with you? You mean the one you gave me as a gift, asking for it back, are you? How could I? You misjudged me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Sahaf Shotranaj. Sahaf Shotranaj? You mean the place in the desert? This chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshra and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Sahaf Shotranaj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, moving a chess piece was a sacred and momentous act. Transfer initiated, entering live combat mode. Oh, does that mean we can teleport? Because we can teleport through that chess set. Does that mean we can teleport through this chess set now too? I'm guessing so. Because that looks like a chess set to me. Okay. I think it's thinking. Oh, it moved. Oh, I was gonna say, are we here? But no, that looks like not our friend. We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured. Wait, he's in Nahida's house? How rude! Never mind. But we spent years turning him, and a lot of more. Nothing comes of free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, you've wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me. Understood. Weighing profit against losses is a necessary part of life, but to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began, since many centuries ago, in fact. Centuries? How old is this guy? Are we getting his introduction? Oh, regrettor. For instance, why would a bank act as the executioner of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northern Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. The night of the 11 Fatui Harbingers! Yes! Oh, is this the Tory? Is he trying to execute the Tory's will? Is that what's happening here? The Tory, I placed your final data back up into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fee you paid. Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship? I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle. Do not forget, you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time. Oh? Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a harbinger on my own merits. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted so long in without genuine ability. The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking to me? How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nokrai and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Oh, gosh. The remainder of your soul was split in two. Is that the thing that with all of his, segments, and Nahida basically said, how dare, I'm giving you the gnosis in exchange for you getting rid of all your segments, and he lied? Well, okay, this is unsurprising. Of course the Tory lied, but still. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him. I, that is Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. The soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. Same thing that completes me has also... Soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed, or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject. Oh. Interesting. We didn't dredge up the past. This undescribable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kuznali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once the soul is transferred out, you will find that creating a physical body is far simpler than creating a puppet. The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat and not cry, you know. And yet, in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies. I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood, but as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments. Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They forget the experimental process itself is just as important. A sufficiently vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. A sufficiently vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record. Wait, what? Wait. What are they talking about? I was following along and now I'm confused. Wait. No, because he needed time to eliminate himself. Oh, okay, those weren't segments. There's something else. Okay, this is the other thing. Creating a puppet. Oh, especially vacancy. Oh, wait. Oh. This is... They're talking about, I think, Scaramouche? What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So is this new world you promised a lie? No, it never was. I'm glad to be able to control Irminsul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer force of will. I'm the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of this opportunity to experiment? Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane and the most radical. Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity or my radicalism? Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in? It also happened to fit the bill quite perfectly. He's a venture capitalist? Yeah, that makes sense. Well then, I must say, while I'm surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate and not as a banker Pantalone. Oh. Wait. Are they different? What makes things harder than they need to? Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations between Snezhna and Sumeru. I daren't imagine the consequences. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhna's predicament. It was an easy win. That's why I'm here. If you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue with that. Many people say that about you. I'd argue a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together rather closely. What? Is this what he was talking about by saying, like, you were my test subject? Is he been extending his life? Are these two functionally immortal? But, like, because he was living based on his experiments, now he's no longer immortal too? Is it not true that relationships should be judged by both the positive and negative returns it yields? Wait, okay. Okay, he did it because if he does it as him, he saves. He doesn't look like he's in charge. Okay. Blah, blah. So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. It's true that I hope you don't die too soon, but don't you find it a strange thing for me to say? After all, you've already had quite a long life. Especially for a human being. Let's not pretend you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard? We both despise existing laws of this world, and neither of us enjoy being under anyone else's control. Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules? Of course not, my dear friend, and as I said before, mutual interest is the foundation for the most reliable of relationships. You can attest to that. I just hope that there never comes a day when I have to work too hard to prove that. Kaiko, sir, people have been spotted approaching Sumeru City. How strange. Despite your access to Irminsul's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. They must have found a workaround. Well, Dottore, I trust you know what this means. The fact is, they're coming. They'll breach the city gates any moment now. But even so, I would say Irminsul is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office too. I'll consider it. What do you need me to do? Store them? The experiment will take time. Store them for as long as possible. Very well, but you're really asking for the moon here. Have you ever heard this story? There was once a guilty man kneeling in the tent of a church while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request, a chance to finish confessing his sins before he was sentenced. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confusion continued, as if he intended to speak until the end of time. Are you suggesting I worship you as a god, or were you hoping I might confess my sins to you? Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed. Wait. Wait, let me just... I think I need to... I don't think I read this whole thing carefully enough. Give me like 1 second. Okay, let me reread this whole thing. Okay, so... Okay, we haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might be captured. Never mind, we spent years. Nothing comes for free. Understood. Yes. Life, blah, blah, revealing his name. Why would a banker act as an executor of a will? If I hadn't deposited your personal belongings at the bank, I would have no reason to be here. And then Dottore, I place a final data backup into the lines as per our contract. I suggest with Square for this. Yeah, okay, we're good now. Is in order those petty split hairs given our relationship. Consider some bookkeeping matter principle. Do not forget you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since we met, you've been living on borrowed time. Interesting. That's hardly a fair assessment. I can see my survival, blah, blah, blah. But I'm a harbinger on my own. Managing money is not easy, basically. Okay, invasion stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking to me. What does that mean? What do you mean no sense of fragmentation? I hope that comes back to be explained later. How could anything go wrong with such strict measures? The remainder of your soul is split in two, with one half sent to not cry, and the other stored in the most secure vault north of the bank. Or unless he's talking about himself fragmenting. But I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him. I, that is Zandik, created segments of varying ages in his later life. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as it correctly sounds, it raises my uniqueness. Okay. So he is one of many. And his old versions obviously have different views than the current him because they are old versions. And when do you want to be preserved? The day your business failed, or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject. Ooh, regret of the past. Okay, yeah, plan was scrapped. Kuznali was right. You need an opportunity to eliminate yourself. No more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once soul is transferred out, you will find creating a physical body spot is simpler than creating a puppet. The whole half your soul was defeated, not cry. But I got new information. He thought his goal was to ascend to godhood, but turns out it was one of the experiments. Yes, too eager for success, blah blah. Okay, then he's talking about Scaramouche. Someone tampered with the records. What can I say? After we were fits, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So what about the new world you promised? Not a lie, I can do it from within. Okay, everyone always face the prospect of death. Not a single person's ever been able to experiment on training in the afterlife, though. Interesting. The only one to overcome this challenge. Okay, he's going to do the experiment, and then dividing the soul did not change anything. This version the most insane. Is that why you chose to work with me? Was it my insanity or my radicalism? Venture capitalism? Okay, yep. Okay, then he's saying, well, I'm surprised you showed up after all, and then the fact that you did show up and you showed up as my former subordinate and not as the banker Pantalone. And then why would I do that? This is the easier way. Makes it easier for me. Yeah. I'd argue a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years left of life after my death. Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together rather closely. It's not true that relationships should be judged by both the positive and negative. Yep. And then what else? Isn't some of what actually said made it to your head? Sure, you don't die too soon, but you don't find a strange thing for someone to say after you've already had quite a long life. Especially for a human being. Let's not pretend that you're both more innocent than I am, blah blah blah. We both despise the existing laws. It's agreed to want to operate by a set of rules, blah blah. Of course not, my dear friend. I said before, we blah blah blah. Foundation of misreliable relationships. There never comes a day I have to work too hard to prove that. And then people are coming, how strange. They must find a workaround, they're coming. Okay. What do you need me to do? Stall them? This experiment still takes time, stall them for as long as possible. Yes, but you're already asking for the moon hit. Have you heard of this story? There was once a guilty man kneeling in the center of church while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request, the chance to finish confessing his sins before he was sentenced. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confession continued as if he intended to speak until the end of time. Are you suggesting I worship you as a god, or were you hoping I might confess my sins to you? Certainly not the latter, that would make life miserable indeed. Okay, speaking of gods. For someone who despises them, so you never seem to have any objections to me creating or becoming one. At first, I thought you'd be curious. Concerned I would terminate our partnership, were you? Not at all, you had reasons why our partnership must continue. Don't you find people's attitudes towards gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unreservedly, blindly following whatever rules are given to them. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work, they treat them with nothing but suspicion, even if he is a compatriot. Is that supposed to be a compliment? No, I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a compatriot. There's no need to be so self-critical. I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how have you been keeping? I'm flattered that you would take this time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being, Doctor. The part of your soul that went to not cry caused quite a stir, sending our organisation back to the drawing board on numerous fronts. It was quite a headache for everyone involved. Dear me, I must have caused you no end of trouble. You certainly did. I had the rare honour of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. A terrifying ordeal. Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare. I made sure of it. Now I'm curious, how did you explain yourself? It was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend himself. I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as assistant as a second harbinger now, could I? How you slander me. You know, full bar, I'm perfectly amenable to reason. There's no question that you are partly to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years. Now about your plans for the future. Do you have anything lined up for when this is all over? Hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, you know. Once I'm back in Shnezda, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette. Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you? If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me. Oh, this explains why there was a Millie Astra game about this. There was a game before, I think it changed the lollipops, but it was like Dottore taking the cigarettes from Pantalone, and it was like, they're in his pocket, you gotta just click on them to get rid of them, and it changed the lollipops, I'm guessing because people didn't like the imagery, but that's where it comes from. If you have an issue, feel free to stop me. Okay, now then, what's on your mind? The limits of humanity. It's a pity, despite running countless calculations, I find there is simply no way to reduce any further the amount of one's soul required to sustain an individual. It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve something. I beg to differ. For instance, as I told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and couldn't make long train rides. Ah yes, of course, one of the reasons you often sent yourself out on errands. What do you think about now? A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combined it with your intact soul as the base material, what would we create? Such a scenario would be impossible. Oh? As long as your current soul survives, there'll be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore remains. And if you cease to exist, who would be capable of performing this experiment? Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking your way out of this quandary. See you. It's a little too early to be saying goodbye, not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well, let's leave the conversation there for now. Huh. Welcome, Spine Child of Peace. It was a weird conversation. I think there was a lot of lore in there, but I don't think I got it all. Ooh, Scaramouche. And me. And Candace. Oh, everybody's here. The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane. Yes, it's a stop for a much easier fight. Really makes my day. The last time we saw in the city involved a lot more running around. I wonder how many people can say they saw the city twice in their lifetime. The same city, too. I was just thinking that I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experiences in my life. This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandaraville. Rana is a forest watcher of the Sumeru rainforest, who became playmates with the Ranara as a child. Later, while saving the children of Vimara village, Rana was overtaken by the Withering and fell into a coma. To help her, you travel to Vanarana, where you ultimately obtain the Bija, the fruit Rana brought into being by sacrificing her memories and saving Rana. Upon awakening, Rana received the God's Gaze and was granted vision and set out on a new journey alongside of Rana. Yes, I remember this. Hope this will be my last time. Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just fight? What an amazing comment, my dear lady. Yet humans often alleviate tension via small talk, do they not? Whoa! Why is Candace's shield talking? Because the image on her shield is one of me, and I, of course, can appear wherever I wish to. Huh? Well, la-dee-da, isn't that fancy? Could I get in on this? You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly. I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon. definitely feel stronger now. You're welcome, my lady. I'm glad to lend you my power. Sino, what's the situation? For a second, I thought I'd misread it and Sino was talking, but no, I said Sino. There are troops stationed at every entrance. As we expected, a frontal assault will suffice. Everyone stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the House of Data side door. Move out. Okay. Head to the port. Okay, we're heading to the port. We're heading to... Is this the main entrance? Well, it is now. Oh, is that the fake tree next to the real tree? Out of my way. Take this! Watch out! Ah! Get lost! Phew, thank you, Jet. You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent. He's right, keep your wits about you, Rana. Oh, these are my friends. Okay. Okay. Just need to come back up here and steal some more health things. Sino was not doing so well. Ooh, Candace can have one too. Oh, Mr. Pirate! Hello. Welcome. We are Archon questing. And we're breaking in. Get them out and secure the harbor, reinforcements will arrive by water. Consider it done. Show no mercy. You do? Oh, you're also doing the quest. That's nice. Because today there's like a couple of hours left before the rewards end, right? That's why I'm doing it. Oh. Oh, I did it wrong. No! Oh, no, it's fine. One day in a few hours. Ah, yes. It's the Asha quest event that only has a few hours. You also have Lowen and to explore new monster region. Yeah, that's fair. I haven't done Lowen, and we probably won't get to do Lowen. Sad times. Waterway secured. Brothers, sisters. Perfect, just in time. Welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue the advance. The team has arrived at the north entrance as planned. Good, press on. Okay, we're taking over the city. Sino, heal yourself up. Nope, okay, Candace is good. Okay, cool. Let us go. Ah! It is quite funny actually now they've told us that like what Candace's shield has Bennu in it, and then Daya's gauntlets has the other ones, Shek and something. And it began with an S, and then Sino obviously has Hermanubis. Well, he is kind of Hermanubis. He doesn't have Hermanubis. I thought it was cool. Look out, it's an ambush. Finally. Need to hurry, take the middle road now. Oh, you're off. Have a good rest of your... No, not rest of your week, because it's the last day. Have a good week next week, and hopefully I will see... Yes, Sunday, because we're missing Wednesday's stream. There's no stream this coming Wednesday. No Nikki stream, straight to the next Genshin stream. Post-update. So yeah. We can get Sandrone. Mahamacha Sino, area clear. No actions yet, more for Tui approaching from the right. Irminsul can track our movements. If necessary, we can split up. Don't worry, we'll wipe them all out. As you can see, our people came raring to go. Good thing. Good. How are things with Kaiko? Can Tignari keep her safe? Don't underestimate Tignari just because he's a forest watcher. He can handle it. Alright, that's not what I meant. Fire and the reinforcements have drawn leaf trees far away. It's our turn. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently. Good luck with that. We'll just fly out there. Oh yeah, Paimon forgot she could fly. Ready? Ready. Also, Hat Guy's also here. Huh? Hello, Vega. Were you here? Well, hello, and I guess goodbye, and... Yes. Have a good week. And I will see you on Sunday, baby. Yes. It's just trying to piece this message again. Anyway, you sort of, okay, yeah. No, it's alright. Do the thing. Oh, the creepy tree is so creepy. Where's the good... There's the good tree, right? And that's the creepy tree. Oh. Where are we going? Oh, we're supposed to be entering the sanctuary, right? Oh, there's another one. I was just about to switch to somebody else, but maybe it makes more sense to go this way. And to use Tignari, because he needs to grab more of these. You've been here about like an hour, but you forgot to say hi. Well, then no wonder we didn't know you were here. In which case, have a good week. Fatui soldiers up ahead. Oh, I think he saw us. It's the ears and the hat are not very sneaky. Careful! Prepare for battle. Hey, there's people over there. You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru City. Tim. You're right on schedule. Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average for 2E sergeant. They've taken quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like they were waiting for us, but something feels off. Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottore's, and he's no mere segment. Whatever his rank is, it's high, much higher than we thought. He's been waiting for us, but it looks like you've geared up for a conversation rather than a battle. Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino. I know you're the one in charge of the siege, and I look forward to making a deal with you. A siege? Sumeru City belongs to us. Historically, yes, but things can always change. We have quite a sizable force with us, you know. For instance, there's a Fatui ambush at the North Gate. Can you handle them? We can for now. Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle has not yet reached its climax. But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Surely some of those hero people you count as friends. Once the war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone you know. Wait a second, it's a trick. He's not even there. He's not even there. Silence. Wait, how did he know? He disappeared. What was that? A ghost? Curses, he was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow projected 30 years in. Enough talk. Attack. I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I'm compelled to leave for reasons beyond my control. Please excuse me. Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person. Your illusion held them up for a time just fine, but now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were just a decoy. Decoy or not, what matters now is they will be heading your way imminently. Not imminently, they are already here. Indeed we are. I just skimmed his knees across the ground. Whoops! Sorry, Scaramouche. We made it. This is fine enough. Tignari, you go help Sino. Don't worry about us. We'll manage from here. Are you sure you don't need me to stand guard? No need. Once the connection is established, we'll disappear from the sanctuary Sarasana. Go help the others. Alright, goodbye for now then. Please tread carefully. Poor Tignari's had like no tasks this whole time. He's just been on like standby for everybody else. Like even now, we're like, no, go help the others. We don't need you anymore. And he wasn't even with them to begin with. Now where's the interference Nahida mentioned? Come on, where's it hiding? Found it, it's over here. You can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the Sanctuary of Sarasana, built-in security system. You should be pretty familiar with the process. Is it the same route as last time? For the most part, we don't need to adjust any of the parameters. Then I should be fine. And Paimon, once you're both ready, we'll set off. Wait, the stakes are way high this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside and help the others? Then you can focus on the fight without having to worry about Paimon. Huh? Why are you staring at me like that? Here's nothing, I just suddenly realized how much you've grown. Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself. Don't you two start getting into it again? Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide to that again? And don't forget, Paimon's a college student now. If we say our Hytham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of applying to the If we say our Hytham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia, but for all that he counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies. This goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you, and Paimon's not the only one. Let's not forget that you only became a student because of Nahida's personal recommendation. That's fair. I've learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah? Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me? What? No way, we're friends now. Paimon gave up on giving you one ages ago. Anyway, isn't Hat Guy enough of a nickname for you? Fine, suit yourself. Need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after yourself. Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tignari and Sino. You guys are the ones who need to be careful. We will be. Bye for now. Okay, I'm not sure if Paimon's being cute or suspicious. Because, like, it's been pointed out a couple of times that Paimon, like, didn't come with us somewhere. Well, no, it was she didn't manage to come with us in the Temple of Space. Something happened, she didn't go with us, and then, like, she didn't get sent to the weird place with us, and then she went with Scaramouche that one time. And now this. Initiating connection. I'm a bit suspicious. But I'm sure it's fine. Paimon's our buddy. Well, here we are again. Come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going. Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read. I can... Don't tell me, only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to be next, it won't affect your progress. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Listen to me, your safety is just as important as mine. Don't ever think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good. We came here together and we're leaving together. Right, if you insist, I won't argue with you. Yes, you've done that once already. You've done that once already. Now let's go in this creepy place. This place looks so different from how I remember. It's unrecognizable. It's a complete mess, like someone's turned the place upside down. That's what Dottore is doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs, or... it's still changing. Yes, I know we've entered Irminsul, but luckily for us, you can't pinpoint our location. Be on your guard and let him find us. The red parts are probably being corrupted by Dottore's power. Don't touch them or you might alert him. Well, obviously we have to try. Oh. Did it just take me back to the start? Yep, okay. Fine, I won't touch the red parts. Don't want to be corrupted by Dottore. That would be bad. He's looking for us, tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. 14 looks breakable, give it a shot. Ah, he wants me to use Scaramouche to fly. Love it. No! Ow. Ah! What? No! I'm not good at this. No. No! Stop doing that! I have no idea where I haven't been anymore because... No, this is the same bit that I failed to do like 3 times. Because every time I think about it and then I get like, that happens. Stop moving! This isn't even supposed to be hard, I don't think. What? Oh, at least I finished that. Oh, that was a fake one. I'm gonna fall, so we might as well. Yep. No! Really? Same old trick again. Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. The cheap trick isn't going to stop us. Oh no, it's a trap. Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again to get us to lower our guard? But I didn't want to step on it. The game wanted me to step on it. I'm trapped. Ugh, why wouldn't this thing budge? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Nicole, is that you? Yes, it's me. I'm munching your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis. And I have to say, this terminal is simply marvelous. It makes tracking you so much easier. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from the terminals to get a partial view of the situation inside Irminsul. It's not the clearest image, but it's better than not being able to help at all, so here I am. I can't intervene directly, but I can help guide you out of the jam you're currently in, so please just follow my lead. Yay, Nicole! Showing its current form is a blight upon Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings, there must be sources of its containment nearby. The corruption information is his means of manipulating the environment. The corrupted information. You must destroy them. Is that one of them? Precisely. Oh. Attack it a few times? Something like that? Good work. We're not done yet. Stay close and let's see if we can find something else. Oh. This must be another one. Agreed. Now, wait, watch out. It's Dottore, I think he's found us. The seal is broken. Quick. Get out of here. And where exactly do you think you can run to? Wait, what is that? Pursuers, that's gotta be it. Run, don't let that thing touch you. Dodge that attack. Oh. Okay, now I know what's going on. I think. And where exactly do you think you can run to? Okay, got it. Okay, I got this. I don't think I have to go left and... I think I only have to go left and right. But this is quite hard. Okay. Yeah, I can't go forwards or backwards. I can just go left, right, and jump. What? How did I fail that one? There's more than one path, which way do we go? To the left, trust me. Okay, fleeing like vermin, what a pathetic sight. No, not this again. It's because the Tory was talking to me, I got distracted. Okay, left to trust Nicole. Tori's gonna say that we're being pathetic and fleeing like vermin. Watch yourself, stay focused. No! Oh, I think Kaiko's dead. Oh. I wonder if Scaramouche would have an easier time if he... Oh, okay. I was going to say if he floated, but I don't think he's allowed to float. There's a cliff ahead. Jump! Use the corruption sources, destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible. And relentlessly trying to wear us down, you just have to destroy those too. I think the pursuit is over. Hard to say, stay alert.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.